Hi, I'm Troy.
And I'm Linda, and we are Wines, Pines, and Canines. And if you've been following our channel, you know that we were headed out on an epic road trip as we traveled across America via I-40, and we have finally reached our destination in beautiful southern Utah.
All epic road trips have one thing in common, though: long travel days.
And that's going to be today's video. But first, we're going to show you some teasers of what we found when we got here. These are the last few hours of our trip.
The topic of today's video is one of those great American experiences, crossing America east to west.
We're going to show you where we spent our overnights and show you some of the great stops that we made along the way.
If you pay attention right in the middle of this video, I'm going to show you something that I found truly amazing. Could be the world's most perfect breakfast burrito.
Yes, and we're going to play a fun little game. Throughout the video, I'm going to be dropping little known trivia facts about the cities as we drive through them. And what I want you to do is leave it down in the comments if you can guess which city we're talking about. But before we get to this video, let's talk about Troy's new look real quick. Now, every time we head out west, he decides it's time to stop shaving.
That's right, and this time, this facial hair is not random. I'll give you a hint as to where we're headed. I'm trying to channel my inner outlaw Josie Wales. If you think you know where we're headed, leave it in the comments below.
As we left North Carolina, this was one of the first cities that we came to. It is home to cotton candy, and it is illegal to play pinball if you are under the age of 18. Our next city has the distinction of its name being mentioned in more songs than any other city in the world. Now, this city that we are about to drive into has a very strange law on its books. It is illegal for the Arkansas River to rise above its Main Street Bridge. Not sure how you're going to serve this citation upon Mother Nature, but it's also home to the cheese dog. Well, we are wrapping up our second day on the road. We have put about 900 miles behind us, which means he is tired.
Yeah, today was really something. 3 major metropolitan cities, lots of semi-traffic. I'm going to be off the road in about an hour and I'm ready to do it.
Yes. Now, tonight, our original thought was to maybe stay at a rest area here in Arkansas. Apparently, they do allow them. We were at one earlier that was really nice. It had a whole section that was just for campers only, but we're not going to do it this time. I went online and I found a Corps of Engineer park right here near Aux Arc, Arkansas, and it has water and electric, and it's a waterfront site for about $20. So we're going to splurge for tonight. This is one of the things we really like, to keep our options open on travel days, because we just never know how far we're going to be able to get. We are on to day 3.
Yeah, it's still coming along.
Yeah. So last night we did stay at the Aux Arc Park in Aux Arc, Arkansas.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, it was really nice. The Corps of Engineers facility, built very well. Easy in, easy out. Dump stations, perfect. Everything was just right for $20. It's hard to beat, that's for sure.
One thing though, they do have a train that runs right on the other side of the river that is really loud. We did not hear it after I think 9 o'clock last night.
I didn't hear anything.
And when we left at 7:30 this morning, we hadn't heard it yet. So I'm not sure it runs all night, but I'm not sure that it does it. So right now we have left Arkansas and we are in the state of Oklahoma. So we'll see what today brings. Third day, new state, new city. Now this one is the only one that has its Capitol building that sits on an active oil well. And it also holds a record for the most tornadoes in one day, which is 5. We are about 6 hours into our day. We are past Oklahoma City. When we got to Oklahoma City, we saw that we could pick up Route 66 there and travel to El Reno, Oklahoma, which is about a 15-minute drive. Only took us about 10 minutes out of our way. So we went ahead and did that.
Take the exit, then turn right onto Garth Brooks Boulevard.
Right now we're going to go ahead, we're going to try to get through Oklahoma today and into Amarillo. We will see how far we're going to get. Now this city used to be called Oneida, but it gets its current name from the yellow grasses that grow in the area.
It's early in the morning on our 4th day of travel. Linda and I left out of Amarillo about 6 o'clock, I imagine, with the time adjustment. We had about 8 other campers staying in the Cracker Barrel with us. We had a lot of noise, a lot of airport traffic, a lot of trains, and a lot of freeway noise. It wasn't optimum. They obviously did not respect quiet hours, but we have to deal with that when you're staying in a public place.
Well, we are on to day 4.
Yeah, we took off this morning before daybreak from Amarillo. We've made a lot of ground since then.
Well, it is the morning of our 4th day. We are in Santa Rosa, New Mexico, and these have been 3 long days so far. So Troy thought he would reward himself with an authentic breakfast burrito here at the Silver Moon Cafe. Well, he's back. Now I and you have seen the burrito. Pretty impressive. $10.99. Troy has not yet seen the burrito, so go ahead.
These are moments that I savor. That's a lot of burrito.
So Troy, how is it?
It is really, really good. And this is going to be awkward for me to eat this, but I'm going to make myself do it. I'm going to make myself power through. I'm pretty certain I cannot eat all of this. If I did, I'd probably never make it to Albuquerque. I'd probably need an intervention of some kind. But turn the camera off so I can get serious.
So I've got to say, those of you that probably don't like breakfast burritos have probably fast forwarded at this point. But if you do, and you are near Santa Rosa, New Mexico, you need to stop here. Troy is the breakfast burrito person. I'm not so much. I will eat them, but that one was amazing. So highly recommend this place. Silver Moon Cafe, Santa Rosa, New Mexico. Troy and I together only ate about half of that. So thumbs up. So that was our breakfast stop. And sorry we did not get any footage of the restaurant because we got too distracted by that burrito.
Yeah, it was incredible.
So we went about 5 minutes from there up the road to the Santa Rosa Blue Hole.
Yeah, it's crystal clear, naturally occurring spring. The water stays 61 degrees year-round. It's crystal clear. It's a beautiful place to enjoy.
Yeah, very popular with divers, and apparently the water cycles out every 6 hours. So it's a popular kind of quick tourist destination spot if you wanted to take a quick stop. Now this next city that we're going to be driving into in about an hour is the birthplace of I Love Lucy star Ethel Mertz, and it has a charity to find homes for those lovable little creatures, the prairie dogs. So that's soon going to wrap up today. We just drove into Arizona. I think it's about 4 o'clock here. So we'll be calling it a day here in the next hour or so. So we'll let you know where we end up. This is our 5th day traveling, and last night we stayed at the Meteor Crater RV Park, and there was a reason. Now there is a few overnight camping that's free in this area, which is Winslow, Arizona. There is a rest area right near here. It is closed, but it is still open to truck parking. We went by, we did see a Class B there, so I think you probably could stay overnight there. And there is a Walmart in Winslow that may allow overnight parking. But the reason we stayed here at the RV park is because you wanted to go see the Meteor Crater.
Yeah, 8 minutes in back of me is Meteor Crater, easy for me to say. And we stayed at the Meteor Crater RV Park, which is right here. And if you stay here, you get a little discount. But I wanted to see it. It's the world's largest preserved meteor crater. But I went to it this morning, but when I went outside the visitor center to the top of the rim and looked down into the meteor crater, I literally had to take my hat off and stick it in my back pocket. It was 45-mile-an-hour sustained winds. But it was beautiful, and it was something to see, and I'm glad I went. It was about $17, and Yeah, I'm glad we did it.
Yeah. Now, the RV park, they do have a couple of dry camping spots that look to be about $30. Water and electric is about $45, and you do get a $5 discount to the Meteor crater. It's a nice RV park, very quiet at night and everything. So there was one other reason we wanted to stay here, and that is because it has a later checkout. For us, it's like 1 o'clock today. So we were able to just drop the camper and drive around and look at things without having to worry about finding parking for it. And we went down into the town of Winslow, Arizona to do the iconic standing on the corner. So that was Winslow, Arizona. Right now we're gonna go back, we're gonna hook up the camper, and we are heading out to our final destination, which will be an upcoming video.
So if you like what you're seeing, please hit that subscribe button.
And remember, Desi always wants you to hit that notification bell.